So over here on the right, under our move operations, and you see we've got a handful of things in here. These are things that you're like never ever going to use. So rather than trying to go through all of those, we're just going to learn move. That is the only one of those you're probably ever going to really need. So I've dragged that over here and dropped it, and very simple what's coming in. We're looking for an input and an output. So I'll just use, let's say, val 1 and let's say val 3. And I just want to move this value from here to there. And we don't need a normally open contact here, but I'm going to put it there just so we can control when this actual move happens. All right. So just like that, I've got our program set up. Let's go ahead and send this into the processor. All right, and there we go. We're up and running, and I've got a value of 12 in val 1 right now and a value of 0 in val 3. So watch what happens when I modify this to 1. Boop! Now they're both 12. Real simple. When I modify it back to 0, val 3 just went back to 0. Now, why did val 3 return to 0? Okay, that had nothing to do with the move instruction. That is because val 3 is temporary data. Okay, it's stored. It's not stored in our system memory. That val 3 is stored right up here. So it's not persistent from scan to scan. Okay, so if I want, let's set this as like our SV1, okay, because that was actually in global memory. Or actually, no, it wasn't. Let's give ourselves something like out val, and let's just define that and put that in global memory and make it an int define, and let's download that into the processor because I don't want there to be any confusion about this. Okay, so here we go. This out val is 1799 and our val 1 is 12. Let's modify, set that to 1, and boom, we moved our 12 over to our output value. And when we turn this off, because that's persistent memory, you see it doesn't revert automatically or go to something else. Once we move it once, it's going to stay there until something else changes this value.